Hey everyone, welcome back to Corporate Decoder, the place where we decode the hidden messages in corporate filings. Today we are diving into a very brief but important update from Energy Services of America Corporation. You might think a short filing means nothing's happening, but sometimes the quietest moments reveal the most about a company's strategy. Let's see what Energy Services of America Corporation has been up to. Alright, so on the 20th of February 2026, Energy Services of America Corporation decided to update their investor relations slide deck. Now this might sound like small potatoes, but think about what a slide deck is for. It's how a company talks to its investors, its potential investors, and the public about its performance, its plans, and its future. So updating this deck means they're likely communicating significant new information or a shift in their narrative. It tells us they want to ensure their story is consistent and current with the people who matter most to their financial health. It's like giving your resume a refresh, you're highlighting your latest achievements and making sure it accurately reflects where you are right now. This particular report is an 8K, which is a very serious filing. Companies use Form 8K to announce major events that shareholders should know about. These can be things like mergers, bankruptcies, or changes in company leadership. In this case, the major event is the update to their investor deck. Now, Energy Services of America Corporation, which you might know by its ticker symbol ESOA on the NASDAQ stock market, LLC, is letting everyone know about this update. They are essentially telling the world, here's our latest pitch. So, why is this update of an investor slide deck significant? Well, it suggests that whatever is in that updated deck is important enough to warrant a public filing. Companies don't usually file these things just for fun. They are often a precursor to something bigger, or a way to manage expectations and communicate strategy. Think about it this way. If a company is about to announce a new big contract, a new product line, or a change in direction, they'll want to have their story straight before they go public with the news. Updating their investor deck is a way to ensure everyone, from the board of directors to the sales team, is singing from the same song sheet. The filing is signed by Charles Crimmel, the Chief Financial Officer. This makes sense. The CFO is typically the keeper of the company's financial story, and investor relations often falls under their purview. His signature lends weight to the information being presented in that updated deck. What this tells us is that the company is actively managing its public perception and investor communication. In the world of business, how you tell your story can be just as important as the story itself. This update signifies that Energy Services of America Corporation is intentionally shaping how they are seen by the financial community. Now, this filing is super brief. It doesn't contain any new financial statements or reams of data that we can pick apart. It is essentially a notification that a presentation has been updated. So we don't have new numbers to crunch or specific financial performance metrics to analyze in this particular document. However, the story here is one of proactive communication. The company is not sitting back. It is actively engaging with its investors and the market. They are ensuring their narrative is up to date. This could be in response to market changes, competitive pressures, or simply a regular update cycle. Looking at the broader context, companies that pay close attention to their investor relations often signal a desire for transparency, or at least a managed perception of it. They want to demonstrate that they are in control and have a clear vision. So, to wrap up our decoding of this particular filing, Energy Services of America Corporation has updated its investor relations slide deck. While we don't have the details of that deck in this filing, its update itself is the key point. It signifies active communication and strategic message management. What does this mean for the company's direction? It is hard to say without seeing the slide deck itself. However, it suggests a company that is focused on its image and how it communicates its value proposition. It's a sign they are trying to stay ahead of the curve and ensure investors have the most current information. What is my take on this? Honestly, it is a bit of a wild card. This filing is more about process than performance. It tells us they care about how they present themselves, which is generally good. But without the actual content of the updated deck, we're left to speculate about the why. It could be a minor update, or it could be a signal of significant upcoming news. It's a bit like getting a postcard that just says, "Wish you were here." You know someone's thinking of you and has something to share, but you don't know what it is yet. Alright, that is our breakdown of Energy Services of America Corporation's latest filing. What is your take on this kind of update? Do you think it is a sign of good things to come, or just corporate boilerplate? Drop your thoughts in the comments. If this analysis was valuable, hitting that like button really helps, and subscribe for more deep dives into corporate communications. Don't forget to check out the Discord in the description below to continue the conversation. Thanks for watching, see you next time.